Good afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Adrian's weather forecast, and welcome back to a YouTube video, guys. Sorry if I posted a bit later than expected on the weekends because I was actually at the pool all day today because it was a beautiful day. But that's not going to be the case for many of the people that live in between the Wisconsin area and the Midwest all the way to the south central part of Texas. We're really going to have some powerful storms start to develop in the southern plains area, and then we're going to have more systems come in as we go early next week. So we're going to have around a 5-day period of really strong storms, but the worst of it looks like it will be on the Tuesday area and Monday area. So let's just take a look at the active alerts, guys. So we're going to have a big area that has alerts related to the storm, stretching from all the way to the Michigan area to the south or to the Austin, Texas area. So we, in this yellow color that really pops out a lot, we have tornado warnings in these yellow counties, including southeastern Texas, southwestern Missouri, much of the western area of Arkansas, south central Texas, and parts of the northeastern part of Texas, and western Oklahoma. And then we actually have a tornado warning in effect for a county in Arkansas with the border of Oklahoma, and then we actually have part of a county under a tornado warning in the counties of really right on the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas. And then in these orange colors, we have severe thunderstorm warnings. So that's where we can really have those possibilities of getting possibly tornadoes. And then 2 counties in northern Texas in the Dallas area, flash flood warnings, flood watches and flash flood watches in effect for the Iowa, Illinois, and Nebraska area. Some wind advisories, as it's really going to have some powerful winds in there. Some flood warnings near the Springfield area, and then we have some flood advisories and flood warnings in near the Mississippi River. So let's get to the radar now so you guys can really see what the severe weather is really going to look like right now. So we have some really strong storms start to develop near the Lubbock area or Lubbock area, but a bit couple miles or a couple miles to the east though. But when you go more into the next couple hours and more into the evening hours, we're really gonna have some powerful storms in that northern Nebraska area, possibly some severe weather in the Missouri area, and southeastern Kansas can actually have those really strong storms in there, and then we're gonna have to see a big band stretching from much of Texas, Oklahoma, in the southern part of Kansas. Really strong storms, though, in that southern Oklahoma area. And you can really see those powerful storms that can really bring some strong bands of severe weather and then strong winds, powerful tornadoes, and large hail. It's going to rip through the Dallas area. It's going to bring some really strong storms for that western Arkansas area. Really bring some really strong storms in that northern Texas area. Gonna bring some strong storms for the southern or the northern part of Missouri. We go the next couple hours more to the evening, and actually overnight into the morning of tomorrow. We're gonna have some scattered little bands of heavy or scattered bands of light to moderate rain. But that's not gonna be it. As we go into the Monday and Tuesday area, we're gonna have those bands to start to develop or very early Monday, possibilities of some having some severe weather in Memphis, parts of the Arkansas area, and then the Shreveport area can have some possibilities of some severe weather. So we're gonna have that moisture to feed some more bands that will start to go away as we go into the Monday, and then we're gonna have another low pressure system into the Monday and Tuesday range. Really strong band possibilities of actually more in that western part of Oklahoma, and then the southwestern part of Kansas can get some really strong storms though. And then we're going to have that low pressure system to bring those severe weather for the southern Kansas and Oklahoma area, and then a couple miles west of Oklahoma City can really get some powerful storms there too. And then we're going to have quite a large band of light to moderate rain behind this. So once you deal with this, you're going to have to deal with this one too. So you can actually have some 2 big bands. The first one will actually be the heaviest, and then this is the farthest I can go. So this is going into the Tuesday. So Tuesday is really going to bring some powerful storms in there for the Oklahoma area, and then bring some really strong rain in effect for the Kansas area, and then a possibility having then possibly next low pressure system that can start to fire up another band that will bring some more severe weather into the Tuesday day. Now let's check out the Midwest now. So we're going to have some strong bands of light to moderate rain there in the next couple hours or so. But as we go more into the evening hours, we're going to have those strong bands that we saw in the South Central. We're going to have some strong bands moving to the northern Missouri area, and they're going to have some possibilities and possible flooding in the Dakotas and for parts of the Minnesota area. And then that's really going to bring some really powerful rain in that northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Really have a really big low pressure system that's really going to feed a lot of rain for that Iowa area, and then we're going to have some bands for the Kansas and Nebraska area. But it's really going to bring quite some severe weather for the Midwest. You usually do not see the sight at all, usually until mid-June. We're really going to get that warm temperatures in the Midwest. But we're really going to have some severe weather in parts of the Wisconsin and northern part of Michigan can actually have some severe weather. North of the Green Bay area can actually get some really strong rain and possibilities of actually possibly having some hail. Really powerful rain. This is not gonna be thunderstorm in this circle. That's not thunderstorms, but that is very, very heavy rain. These most likely are the thunderstorms in these bright colors, and then the really dark greens is going to be very heavy rain. So possibly it's more of a flooding threat for those more into the plains area. And then we're going to have some snow, and we can have some really strong storms in that northern Michigan area and that Little Hand area. Possibilities of bringing some severe bands into the Ohio Valley. And then as we go in the next couple of days, we're going to have that second band to bring quite a bit of rain. If we go more into the Sunday night and Monday morning, we're really going to have a lot of rain and moisture moving to the Nebraska area and South Dakota, starting in that. Really going to bring some heavy rain for that western Nebraska area. And then if we go on the next couple of days, the next couple of hours into the future in the Tuesday range, it's really going to bring some powerful rain in the South Dakota area, possible some small little bands in the Nebraska and Kansas area, and then near that Joplin area, we have possibilities of strong weather too. So let's check out day one, which will be today. So today we're going to have the strongest or biggest chance of having that severe weather if this loads. Alright, so we're going to have quite a mixed area here. We're going to have a big blob area in that enhanced frisk there, in that where the South Central and the Southeast meet, and then we're going to have more into the plains. We're going to have enhanced risk, and of course we're going to have a big marginal risk if we're going to have those two start to split up. So the marginal risk, let me just go into those cities there. We're going to have a population 37 million, stretching from Chicago to San Antonio, Milwaukee, Omaha, Minneapolis. So it's really rare to see these cities in there. We're going to have Green Bay in there. It's really rare to see Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minneapolis in these at this time, but they usually do get quite a bit of marginal risk, but if they get to that slight risk, that can actually be quite weird to see that. So then we have a big blob 2 slight chance, including Houston, Austin, Memphis, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. So it's really going to be like near that border there of that Mississippi River area. And then the biggest chance so far today will be in that enhanced risk. So I'm probably not going to get into that moderate risk yet. But the enhanced risk will include Dallas, which has been a long time since Dallas has been in there. Fort Worth going to be in there, Arlington, Plano, and Garland. A lot of cities in the Dallas or the Texas area. Then we're going to have Little Rock in there. We're going to actually have Shreveport in there. And then and then we have all the small towns in the Oklahoma and Kansas area. So that's where we're going to have those strongest storms today. But tomorrow, that's where that low pressure system is going to bring that lot of rain in the Midwest today. That can bring some severe weather into the Ohio Valley in the Northeast. And then that can bring that marginal risk when those bands start to die down. And then you can see that marginal risk going to build up as that second low pressure system will start to form into the early Monday stage and the late Sunday stage. So that marginal will include Philadelphia all the way to Memphis, all the way to Milwaukee, through the DC area, and then a population actually of 49 million people in that slight chance. Quite a lot of people in that small little space. We're going to have Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, and Cleveland, Ohio. We're going to have Pittsburgh, and we're going to have Indianapolis. We're going to have quite some big cities in there. So yeah, that's where we're going to have severe weather tomorrow. Now, Monday's looking really messy, guys. This is going to be very, very bad. We're actually going to have a moderate risk, guys. A moderate risk. It's actually quite, you can really see how precise it is in that small little area here. We're going to have these 4 layers so precisely in this small little circle, only covering about 5 to 6 states. But we're in the marginal risk. It include 43 million people, which will include the Dallas and then Kansas City, and then we're gonna have that slight chance, we're gonna have that slight chance for 4 million people from the Fort Worth, Arlington, Amarillo, Denton, and Midland, all these areas in the Texas area. And then this is when we get into the enhanced risk. That's still going to be very high chance, possibilities of 40 to 50 mile per hour wind, and actually possibly about a baseball sized hail possible. Most likely not. Maybe more of a quarter sized hail, but not going to be a big chance of having that big, huge, moderate or huge hail. But that moderate risk is where we're going to have that really good chance of having those strongest bands in that area. It's going to be a couple miles west of the Oklahoma City area. Oklahoma City will actually be in there, but it's going to be like right on the edge. But in the areas in the enhanced risk, we have Tulsa, Wichita, Lubbock, Lubbock, and Norman, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas areas. And then the moderate will actually cover about 1 million people. Sorry, guys, it just has a reload. It's going to cover about 1 million people in there, with the Lawton, Oklahoma City, Edmond, Midwest City, and more. All these areas in the Oklahoma City. So we're in the Oklahoma area. So we're really going to have some strong storms form up in there. So we're going to have quite a widespread area of a lot of rain, stretching from let me get my thing back out. Stretching from all the way to the Midwest area, to the Montana area, down south into the Oklahoma area. Really going to have quite a lot of people that are going to get quite a lot of rain. The most amount of rain, though, will actually be in that Iowa area that we saw that's going to get a lot of rain west of Des Moines, and then we're going to have that quite a bit of rain in that Oklahoma City area. So we can actually see about 5 inches in that small little grayish color, a light brownish color. That's where we're going to have 5 inches or more. And then from that dark red, we're really going to have up to 4.5 inches of rain. Then we're going to have about 3.5 inches left for Wisconsin and Minnesota. And then possibility of having around 2 to 3.5 inches in this range in the Dakotas. And they're going to have quite a good amount of rain for that Arkansas, Louisiana area, 2 to 3 inches there. But the most amount of rain will be from that Des Moines to Oklahoma City range. This is where we're going to have that most amount of rain. So, yeah. But we're still going to have a good amount of rain around it, though. Maybe 1 to 3 inches around that circle there. Alright, so let's check out the Cape at 2 p.m. Let's check out the Cape at 5 p.m. It's really going to be quite high for more in that southern part of Texas. So near the Austin area, we can have the Austin will actually be at 4,700, but south of it, 4,800. We're gonna have 5,000, and then if we go more into the Corpus Christi area, Victoria area, 5,100, 5,200, 5,300. Really high numbers in there. And then we go more into the Shreveport area. The Shreveport area can actually get 3,000, and then we can have some possibilities with 4,100, and that's going to stretch quite into all the way to the Little Rock area. Let's go to 11 p.m. tonight. So 11 p.m. tonight, that really strong that really high amount of energy is really going to stretch out more into that Austin area now. 4,700, 4,800, San Antonio 4,700. Really, really high numbers there. And then the Shreveport area can be at 2,400, Dallas 1,800. Let's go all the way to the 5 p.m. area on Sunday. Or let's go to 2 p.m. actually. So 2 p.m. Sunday, really going to be widespread this high amount. So let me go all the way to near that Jackson, Tennessee area. We're going to have 3,500. That southern tip of Missouri 4,000. Northern near the Memphis area 4,100. 4,100 in that northern tip of Arkansas. Now in southern Arkansas 4,700. 4,600. And near the Monroe area in Louisiana, up in northern Louisiana, 4,800, 4,900. Shreveport going to be at 4,700. We're going to have a strong band for some really high 4,000s. Waco, 4,800. Really going to stretch all the way into the southern Texas area. Near the San Antonio area, we're going to have some very high 4,000s. It's going to be very widespread. I'm going to go to 8 p.m. now tomorrow. And then it's going to go more into the Shreveport area. Really going to bring some really high numbers in that between the Monroe and Shreveport area. And the we're going to have some 5,000, 5,400 guys. Really high numbers in there. 5,000, 5,200. So we're going to have a 5,400. And then we go more into the eastern part of Texas, 4,100. 4,000, 5,700 guys, 5,700 right here near the Temple area. We're going to have 5,200, 5,700 north of the College Station area, 4,800, 4,800, very, very high numbers of people. This is really going to be really bad. Let's go to Monday now, where it's going to have that moderate risk. We're not going to see that very high numbers in there, though. We're going to only have some 3,000, possibly is having those 4,000s in there. We'll go to 11 p.m. on Monday. It's going to be a lot calmer, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're about 8 subscribers away from 1,000. And once we get to 1,000, I'll have my shout out video. This is the last video. This is the last video for you guys to ask for a shout out. And so if you ask tomorrow, I will actually not put you on the list. Not to be mean, guys. I had to have a deadline for I can start getting these channels ready for the shout out video. So yeah, this is the last video. If you asked yesterday or if you asked on Thursday, please do not ask again, because I just need to focus on the people who haven't asked yet. Don't worry, I'll find you guys on the last videos. So yeah, please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy your Saturday, and see you guys in the next video.